Hello friends, Laura Whitfield here, your independent Scentsy consultant with Laura's Aroma Retreat. And today we are doing foaming hand soap. So I know it has actually been quite a while since I did a YouTube specific video. I've just honestly have been downloading my lives because life has been crazy. It has been absolutely bonkers insane so far this summer. I was finding myself kind of tight on time to do multiple videos. But Lex is now happily moved into college. Haley has now happily started kindergarten, which, yes, I know me and my husband are insane with that gap. And Miss Lena is actually taking a nap. So I'm finding myself, I'm doing laundry. You can see I've got it piled up over there. I've done several loads. I'm just not taking it upstairs to my bedroom to put away because she's sleeping in my bed. But yeah, so I actually have found myself with a little bit of an afternoon kind of thing as we're finding our new groove and our new routine. So this morning I sent out a couple party packs for an online party that started. Then I went over to my friend's house today for the afternoon and we sipped on iced coffees and had a play date with the kids and came home and laid her down for a nap. And I actually have quiet time to myself for a little bit, at least a good solid hour, because she just went down probably about 20 minutes ago and it'll be that long till Haley gets home off the bus. So I figured now would be a fabulous time to show you guys how I made foaming hand soap. So this was originally, I'm sure it's been shared by several people, but I originally saw it done by Lisa Roberry. And then I saw my friend Melissa Johnson do it. And of course I had already ordered my stuff and it was sitting there when she put her video up. So I was like, oh, well, that's great. I just got to get around to doing it. So I did get these off of Amazon. And I do have two of them. So I did do one live and I had to work out the kinks. So now that I've actually got it figured out, I figured I'd pop in here and show you guys. So these came 2 to a pack. And the other part is I was waiting for my autumn road trip clean bundle to show up so that I could show you guys this, because that's what I wanted to put in it. So I got a 2-pack off Amazon. I think it was like 15 bucks or something, and I will link it for you guys down below. But our house is super country style. We've got the country denim color going on. We're still working on things around the house, as you know. But I've got this whole homey country southern kind of feel going on in my decor. So I thought the little mason jar look was just adorable. I am going to take this off. I don't feel the need to keep the cute twine on it, to be honest with you, because it'll just get wet. But when I was doing this the first time, I had water leaking out absolutely everywhere. It turns out I was twisting this piece in the wrong direction when I originally filled it and had unscrewed my top. So this part actually does unscrew and come off. So I was accidentally unscrewing it from the top of the jar here, not knowing. And I was like, why is this leaking everywhere? It's just I would tilt it to the side and I had water pouring all over my desk, all over my lap. It was sheer chaos, hence why I didn't post that one. But so if you get these ones, just make sure this piece here is screwed down nice and tight to the top. And it does have a right way to turn it, and I'm trying to make sure I'm looking at it correctly, because there we go. Okay, so I'm going to twist that way, and that way my pump can decompress. So it's just this pump system that essentially makes it into foam versus a gel formation. So whatever the technology is inside here is what turns it into a foaming hand soap. So I'm making sure that that's screwed on good and tight this time. My pump is good to go. It does have a little ring in the bottom, and at first I thought it was for nothing because it's kind of like this little piece of foam board, but it goes on the bottom half here and you just slip it up, and it doesn't attach to anything, but it does fit snug into there to create an additional seal from the top of the jar. So I have my hand soap here. I have my water. And then I also have a spoon to stir it with. So you can technically shake it up. And that's how I ended up spilling water all over myself the first time I tried this. So I'm just gonna stick with the spoon method that I adopted to get it good and incorporated. So Our hand soaps are usually $6 each. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I am not going to put a foaming hand soap in every spot in my house. I actually, unlike most people, love this particular delivery system when you have small kids. So you'll see here that there's a little plastic tab, okay? And you got to take this off in order to use it. You just pop it off, and I'm going to try to keep it in camera if I can. So this part just pops off. And then you can twist it to make sure that it decompresses. Now, it doesn't let out a lot of soap, which in my particular situation with little ones is absolutely wonderful. So it only dispenses as much soap as they actually truly need to wash their hands with. So in the kids' bathrooms, so my main downstairs bathroom, and then obviously in their bathroom upstairs, I'm going to keep the original Scentsy hand soap. Now, I have been using Coconut Daiquiri in the downstairs bathroom since the summer collection came out, and it's still more than half full. So I love that. I mean, I know $6 for hand soap sounds like a lot, but you really only need a very tiny bit, and it lasts forever. Like months. I'm still, like I said, I'm maybe almost halfway done with that bottle, and that's with the kids washing their hands multiple times a day because they've been home, you know, throughout the summer. Every time you got to clean sand off or food off, or they go to the bathroom, like they wash their hands a ton all day long. This is my favorite, hands down, absolutely by far. But for like my kitchen sink, for my grown-up bathroom, my master bathroom, I do love the foaming hand soap more than I like the gels. Just for me personally, it's just like a regular preference. But for making the foaming hand soap, we're only going to put in about half of a bottle here. And so it's essentially going to equate to two 16 ounce hand soaps for $6. So that comes out to like $3 a piece. And I think like most hand soaps are only like 6 or 7 ounces at max, unless you get a giant one. So for $6, I'm essentially getting, God, at least four versions of, you know, or 4 jars worth of hand soap that I would get at the store regular. Or if we're talking Bath and Body Works hand soap, which is what I used to purchase prior, I mean, that stuff's like $6 to $9 a bottle, depending on when you get it. I mean, if you can get it on sale, it's a good deal, but if not, it's super expensive. And honestly, the kids love to play in the foaming hand soap. So when I had my Christmas one, the first bottle of foaming hand soap that I had put out, this is obviously before using Scentsy, I went through a bottle in like a week. It was heartbreaking for me because they were like, oh, look, it's bubbles and it's fun. So kudos to Scentsy for not turning hand soap into a game for my household. But for my kitchen, for my guests, for, you know, my master bath where the kids, you know, don't really play, we're going to do a foaming hand soap for that. So first things first, I'm going to go ahead and get this open. And you can see it's a nice, it's got like a little tint to it, but it's mostly clear. Oh my God, I love Autumn Road Trip so much. I'm so excited for these bundles. And last I looked, these were still available, which I think is insane that they didn't go so quick. I bought 2 of the Autumn Road Trip. Cider Mill is okay for me, but it's definitely like, I'm not a big spice fan, and Cider Mill's got some spice to it. So for me personally, I just felt, you know, Autumn Road Trip was a better fit. I don't want my kitchen smelling all decked out in cinnamon and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and set this down on I've got an index card here to set the pump down on. But I really like that, like crisp, clean apple with that little hint of, oh, hold on, the dog needs to be let in. All right, come on, doggo. Oh. Okay, sorry. With just that little hint of oak to really give it that like fall feel. It's just beautiful. So we're gonna empty out about half of this bottle here into this. So it ends up being about we're gonna fill this roughly about 1/4 of the way. So let me double check it here. Let's see, where's my soap line? I figured it out okay in Mystery Man. Well, we'll add just a drip more and we should be good to go. Okay, So we have got about half a bottle left in here. And then we have filled this jar up roughly about a quarter of the way. So if you don't know, the foaming hand soap is really just gel soap mixed with water. And we're gonna go ahead and add our water to this, and then we'll stir it up really good to make sure that it's incorporated. I wanna maybe go a little slower so I don't get a bunch of bubbles in it. Oh, it does have a little orange tint to it. That's cute. I don't mind colors. I like colors. It looks prettier in the jar that way, but we're diluting it quite a bit, so you're not gonna really see the orange to it. Okay, and then I'm just gonna take a spoon and we're gonna stir it, I'd say semi-slowly, because I don't want it to start foaming already. We're doing too many bubbles already, but we wanna make sure that it's 100% fully incorporated into the water. So like you can still see the gel kind of floating around in there. So we want to make sure it's 100% dissolved in our water. Still got some stuck to the bottom. Get that moving around in there. Let's see where we're at. A little bit. We still got a little bit of gel going. Okay, so that does appear to be fully incorporated. Now, there's a little bit on the insides of the jar, but it's kind of like this nice, like super light, like pastel-y orange tint to it. Kind of matches my shirt today. And we'll go ahead and screw the lid back on, and then I'll show you guys, because this is a super, super simple process. So when they come out with those bundles and stuff, you know, because I know a lot of people are like, oh, can we skip the hand soap? I'm like, don't skip the hand soap. You can totally transform it into what you want. And I'm gonna try to make sure that I'm getting this into here, because I don't want to put soap on my hands right at the desk. And we have foaming hand soap. And it smells divine. So there we go. So now I have enough to do a second 16-ounce jar just in this bottle alone. And then I have a second hand soap, because like I said, I got two of the autumn road trip bundles for myself. Although I might honestly just put this half bottle into my bathroom and put coconut daiquiri away for next summer and just let the kids start using the rest of this, because this will probably last me all fall in half a bottle. Just because, like I said, I 100% love this delivery system. It's controlled. It is not excessive. It's wonderful. So you're not going to hear me hack on that at all. But this is more fun. It's cuter decor. So yeah, there you go, foaming hand soap. If you guys are new to the channel, hello and welcome. Please feel free to like and subscribe and hit that bell so you can always see when I throw up something new. Bye guys.